Are you utilizing your natural gifts? Let's talk about it. But first, let's talk about why you need to be utilizing your natural gifts. And then we're going to talk about what your natural gifts actually are. So when I first started working online, I thought I wanted to be a virtual assistant. So this came from because I had a background in accounting. It's what I went to school for. A lot of my previous jobs were in an office setting. So when I first got the idea that I could work from home around my son, who was just little at the time, like 2, I thought my skill set easily transferred online. And yes, typically that is what you look at. Is you look at your past experience, what comes easy to you, your skill set, and you can make money that way. However, my first couple jobs working as a virtual assistant, I hated. I did not like it because I was doing things like setting up Facebook groups or updating Excel spreadsheets. And this just is not what's natural to me. Even though I did go to school for bookkeeping, this did not become natural to me, and I really didn't like taking orders from other people. I am a Leo. I like to be the boss, and I did not like it. And when I had heard this term called unique selling proposition, and I didn't know what that meant. It's your USP, and it's basically how are you different from everyone else? So if you wanted to be a virtual assistant, what skill sets do you have that another virtual assistant who's doing the same thing, there's totally different skill sets. A virtual assistant usually is like a jack of all trades, but what direct skill sets do you have? What's your natural gift that no one else can beat with you? So a natural gift is something you didn't have to learn. No one has to teach you. You just do it naturally. And it's something you do so easily. It comes so easily. And the thing is, what comes easily to us, we often, we discount it. We think that this is not a superpower because we think everyone can do it. But actually, the things that come naturally to you may not come naturally to someone else. And this is where, if you're in business for yourself, you want to know what do you do differently and better than everyone else. But this does not just apply to your business. This can apply to your job. This can apply to anything you do, knowing what you do very, very well. Because I've been through burnout multiple times, at least twice that I know of, that I can speak of. And I can tell you from both of those standpoints, I was not utilizing my zone of genius. I was not utilizing my natural gifts, the things that come really natural to me. And because I was doing things that didn't come natural to me, I ended up burning out on it. Coming back to the virtual assistant thing, knowing what I was really good at would have helped me not only stand out, but it also would have helped me like what I was doing. And what I found out, and I went and got a, if you're familiar with Gallup.com, they have a strengths finder, and their strengths finder, my number one strength came back as strategy. And this makes sense when I look at my natural birth chart. So because my strength is strategy, and I was working as a virtual assistant, taking orders, updating Excel spreadsheets, that did not fuel me. I did not like what I was doing. I got bored with it, and I eventually was like, I can't do this. I can't make money in this way, because I knew that I was going to get really bored, and I was just not going to stick with it. But if you know what your natural gift is, now strategy, I could have went on to be like an online business manager, helping people strategize. That would have been better served me. So to know what is your natural gifts, we're going to talk about when you look at your natal birth chart, you want to look to your south node. Now, I love talking about the nodes. I love talking about the north node, but today we're going to talk about the south node, because if you're not making money, or if you want to learn how to make more money, then you can utilize your south node to make an additional streams of income, because this comes so natural to you and nobody has to teach you how to do it. You're not going to have to go take a class to learn how to do it. Like, this comes so natural to you. And what I have my south node in Capricorn. Capricorn is the boss, the CEO. This is why I love business. And Capricorn can eat, this very logical sign. We're going to talk about Capricorn later. And Capricorn is like, I can see where I am now, and I can see where I want to be, and I can easily see the steps that I have to do to get there. And that is Capricorn. And knowing that I have a Capricorn south node, it helps me make more money. So whenever I started doing weight loss, I wanted to lose weight on my own. This is how I became a coach, as I went through my own journey, and a lot of people came to me and want to know what I was doing. Well, what I was doing is I looked at what didn't work before, all the other times that I had went on diets or workout plans, and it didn't work. And so I thought, well, what could I do differently? And I looked to my habits, which is a very Capricorn or Virgo thing to do, is you're looking at like your day-to-day routine. And this is what I started coaching weight loss clients on, is like, we looked at habits, we looked at sustainable weight loss. What could you do, not just for a short time to lose weight, but what could you do to build in your life so that you never have to go on a diet again? That was my strategy, and that's how I would coach clients, and they got really great results too. So I was utilizing my south node in Capricorn, coming up with strategy, coming up with a plan for my clients. But what didn't work was one time I tried to create a membership, creating meal plans and workout plans for clients. Hated it. Absolutely hated it, because I wasn't in my zone of genius of the strategy. I'm not really great at coming up with recipes. I'm not really good at coming up with a meal plan, but I can tell you what you need to do today or this month to get to your goal. And one thing I did do, or I do with my clients, is coming up with monthly goals, monthly habits, things that we can work on this month to get you to your goal. And then next month we set a different goal. So that's a very Capricorn thing to do. So another thing that we want to look at is your sun sign, because your sun sign, a lot of people know what your sun sign is. And your sun sign is actually, it's like your super sauce. It's like your special sauce that not everyone else has. So I was a health coach, and how I stood out and how I actually grew my business is I was doing live video like this. I was posting a lot of selfies, which I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo sun, so I love to be on camera, and I love to be in front of people. So that was very natural for me, but not every health coach could do that. And that is how I personally grew my business, because I was utilizing my gifts as a Leo sun. And so we're going to talk about your sun sign, and I'm going to go through a few of them. First, I want to talk about Erica, because Erica posted her birth chart, and I could see that she had an Aquarius south node. And Aquarius, it is an air sign, so it's emotionally detached, very objective, very analytical. Your natural gifts is being able to look at data and analyze it, because not everyone is really good at that. Aquarius is also all about the collective, whereas Leo, I'm all about myself. I can see like what self-confidence, self-esteem, a lot of the self-words relate to Leo, but Aquarius is the opposite of Leo. So it's all about like what's good for everyone, what's good for the group. And so if you have an Aquarius South Node, you're probably really good in groups. You probably have a lot of friends. You're really good at networking. So utilizing that Aquarius South Node would be beneficial. Now, Erica, I don't know what you do for work, but also you could utilize your Aries Sun. Your Aries is a natural motivator. They're a fire sign, so they're very creative. They initiate things. They like to get things started, and they are great at motivating people. So next I want to talk about Cancer. So Cancer is a water sign. They're the mama bear of the zodiac. So Cancers are so good at nurturing and taking care of other people. So Cancers are naturally caretakers. So they're really good at cooking. They're really good at talking to people. A lot of people feel comfortable telling Cancer about their problems. So becoming a therapist or a counselor, holding space for other people is such a Cancer thing to do. Next is Taurus. So we had a couple people, quite a few earth signs. Taurus is a fellow earth sign like Capricorn. So they're also very logical. They're very consistent. They are a little bit stubborn, but natural gifts of Taurus is that consistency. They're a builder. So they're able to take the stuff that Aries starts. Taurus will take it and say, okay, well, what is the plan? What do we need to do to like put all this stuff in motion? And so Taurus is natural at that. They're also all about their resources. They like security. So Taurus is a money sign. So if you're a Taurus sun, you might be very good at money. Accountants is a Taurus thing to do. Virgo is another earth sign, and they're all about their daily rituals. They're about health. They're about what am I doing daily?
No, it's just your spirit day.
If you have your sun sign in Virgo, you're probably very good with your health. People probably look at you as someone who is healthy, very in tune with nutrition or their body. And if you want to go deeper, if you are interested in learning more, or if I didn't talk about your sign, we're not done yet, but I want to say that I do personal readings, and you can message me for information about that, and we will go so much deeper. We go way deeper than your sun sign. We go through your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus, your Mars, all of the things. So Gemini, let's talk about Gemini. So Gemini is another air sign, similar to Aquarius, so they're very analytical. Gemini is represented by the twins, so they're very objective. They can see things from different perspectives. And Gemini is a lifelong learner. They like to dabble in different things. They like to learn. They're like someone that just likes to learn about a lot of different things. They might not go super deep on the stuff that they know, but they have a lot of knowledge, and they accumulate a lot of knowledge. They're ruled by Mercury, so they're all about speaking. They're all about communication. So if you have your sun sign in Gemini, you might be a natural speaker or writer. You might be just a really good communicator. And I want to talk about KJ because she left the sun, moon, and rising. And this goes a little bit deeper of what we do in our personal readings. So she has sun sign in Capricorn. So we talked about Capricorn. Capricorn's the boss. Capricorn is, Capricorn is the CEO of the zodiac. They're all about long-term planning. They're very logical sign. They're all about what I can see, I can feel. tangible things. Capricorn is a very hard worker. They are some of the hardest workers in the whole zodiac. So they will climb the corporate ladder, or they will have their own business because they are such hard workers. Now, KJ has her moon sign in Scorpio, and Scorpio is another water sign, and Scorpio likes to go deep. Scorpio is the detective of the zodiac. So we like to go deep, and we like to get to the root of the problem. Your moon sign has to do with your emotions and what you need to feel fulfilled in your work. If you have a business, you want to look to your moon sign, because this is the stuff that's going to help you be motivated to show up every day. And so if I was doing a reading for KJ, I would ask her, like, how do you go deep in your work? Are you going deep with people, or are you uncovering data? What kind of detective? How can you incorporate that detective work into whatever you're doing for work? And then she has her rising sign in Aquarius. So rising sign is our identity. It's how other people see us. It also has to do with our soul's purpose. So Aquarius, soul's purpose of Aquarius is all about the collective. And it's very much about doing what's good for the world. Aquarius is the humanitarian of the zodiac. So they're not all about themselves. They're all about, like, what are we doing for the betterment of this planet? And how can we leave this planet better than what we found it? So I hope this is helpful. Leave me a comment below. Let me know your sun sign, and if you know your south node, and how can you show up with your sun sign and your south node in your business or your work, or if you're looking at changing careers, you might want to get a natal birth chart reading, because that's going to help you understand what it is you do that's so different and better than anyone else can do it.